guys, welcome to my first video of Halloween. Today we're going to be doing the White Walker King from Game of Thrones because I started watching Game of Thrones and fell in love with this character's design. So I'm starting off with a bald cap. This is my first time ever using one and they're kind of pricey, so I didn't want to cut it. I did my best to just stretch it into place. I would have benefited from cutting around the ears, but that's okay because now I can use it again. But yeah, I was struggling a little bit with the ear flaps there. I already have blue contacts in. That's a must-have for this character. I really like how I look with blue eyes. I don't know why, but I really like these contacts. Then you see here I have my glue stick, trusty glue stick, gotta hide the eyebrows. So we just slather some of that in there. Oh, also I was gluing down my baby hairs because they didn't stick under the bald cap the way I put it on. Gotta protect the baby hairs. And there we go, going crazy with the eyebrows. Just gotten glue in there, just get it in. And then taking a spoolie and brushing them up. I usually use a metal spoolie, but for some reason I didn't use it this time. But this one worked just fine. Brushing the hairs up and out of place. And then here I'm grabbing some Prozade and I'm going to preemptively apply that to my face. In a minute here you're going to see just taking Q-tips and applying some to the T-zone of my face. Still messing with the bald cap. And we got on the nose. On the chin even. Pretty much my whole face. Now, Prozade is very difficult to get off. I have Prozade remover, and I still had Prozade on my face for like another 2 days. So if anybody has any tips on how to get it off, that'd be greatly appreciated. But here's my first ever prosthetic made on my face cast. I'm going to be posting a video of how I did that in a little while. But I was really proud of this. You know, I made it out of cotton and latex on a mold of my face, so it should fit perfectly, right? And then I go around underneath the edges with more Prozade to get them to stick down better. I also have silicone. I want to try making prosthetics out of silicone. That way you can just blend the edges with acetone. But I haven't gotten around to doing that yet. It's a new material. I'm kind of scared to try it. I'm just going around the edges, trying to make it look like it's part of my face. Yeah, I didn't film any audio when I did this because it took me a really long time. I think the full raw audio for this is like 50 minutes long, and I didn't feel like talking for that long. But also because I had the prosthetic kind of going over the mouth, so it would have been tricky to keep moving my face to talk. And then we go in with white body paint. This is the Yeti shade by Made You Look, and I'm also using her brush. I love supporting Lex and her small business, and her body paints are actually really nice to work with, so that's a plus. I could have painted the prosthetic before I put it on, but I figured since I was going to paint my whole face white anyways, I might as well just paint it with the rest of me. Now those little plastic bits that are sticking out at the top, that's Polymorph Plastic that I put in some hot water and molded into horn shapes. I have a couple more here in a minute. You're gonna see me putting those on as well. They're not exact to the reference, but balling on a budget, close enough. Body paints and bald caps don't really mix that well, but I tried my best because I didn't want to get my grease paint out because, like I said, I did kind of want to try to reuse the bald cap. And then I'm painting my ears and my baby hairs. This face piece had a lot of texture to it that kinda didn't want to get covered up, but that's okay because I tried my best. And here you see me adding more of those horns. I'm just using some, I believe this is Mayron Sin Wax that I used for this one. But you can use any modeling wax. There's one by Graftopian. I think Ben Nye has one too. But that's what I chose to stick more horns on my head. In the reference, they're kind of in like a crown shape, but I tried my best. I was actually really impressed with how well these stuck, considering I didn't glue them down, I just stuck them down because Sin Wax is sticky. And then I painted them off camera. And here I'm going with a black eyeshadow and really starting to show those details. Starting with the eye bags. Pretty much his whole eye socket's like sunken in and dark. But I think this is really where the detail starts to show. It's all coming together. Trust the process, as they say. Darkening the inner ear. Darkening under the nose. And in a minute here, we'll switch over to a tiny brush where I really start painting in between those cracks I made, the creases, painting them in, adding more detail to the character. There on the nose you can see. His skin in the show is kind of like stretched to the point where it's created like vertical wrinkles, or I don't know what you would want to call it, but it's a very interesting texture and it was a lot of fun to paint. It's all in the details, baby. There on the lips, I don't know what kind of crusty texture that is, but painted it in anyways. Oh, and you can't forget the angry brows. He's got very heavy, angry brows. Just very carefully painting in more detail. Jamming out to some songs. And then I go in with liquid black, which I believe is ink by Made You Look here. And I just deepen in some of those lines that I painted in with shadow. Really making the eyes black, really defining some of those wrinkles. And I think the bright blue eyes really contrast with this character's design. And I like how bright they are. They really draw your focus into the center of the face. Especially surrounded by all this dark shadow. And around the nose. And just deepening up some more of those face wrinkles. I tried to paint on his head design, kind of. You can see there's like a swirl to it, almost. And then just cut to me putting some black eyeliner on to hide those water lines. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a happy Halloween. Bye-bye!